I hope you enjoy this video and our week leading up to Christmas. It was a mix of work, lots of cooking, and a few festive outings. Here I am throwing together a quick batch of corn tortillas. I have been making corn tortillas for a long time. I particularly love making them for enchiladas. I love using corn tortillas to make homemade enchiladas. With this, we ended up just eating tacos, and so even though in the back of my mind I thought I was making them to then make up a batch of enchiladas, as you'll see over the next couple dinners, we just enjoyed these in two different meals where we enjoyed tacos. Here you can see I'm just mixing the corn masa with salt and hot water and mixing it up. Corn tortilla dough is kind of the consistency of Play-Doh. You can kind of add more or less water depending on the consistency. And then we were also getting some baking done this afternoon, just throwing in a loaf of bread that we had proofing in the fridge. Just getting ready for the few days ahead, getting stocked up on all the necessities. Now I'm about to roll out a batch of English muffins that we had also got going the day before. And so that is what I am doing here. I love using cornmeal to sort of roll out my English muffin dough. It's better than flour and definitely keeps the dough from sticking too much to the countertop. Here I'm just scooping up my corn tortilla dough balls. I like to scoop them up quickly and then I use my hands and just roll them out into nice even balls. And then I use this little tortilla press and I'll quickly whip up all of them. Normally I cook up a batch of corn tortillas ahead of time and then I'll put them in my freezer pre-cooked. I mean, not pre-cooked, I'll put them in my freezer cooked up, but this time you'll see here I end up cooking them up throughout the week as we want them, and they actually tasted so much better this way. So that's what I would suggest doing, is cook them up as you want them, and then they'll be a lot more delicious and less dry when you go to heat them up. And of course, we've got to get in some cleaning whenever you're cooking in the kitchen or there's just a lot going on. I find that my kitchen floors tend to get a little messy, so I like keeping them clean if I can. And here I am just getting some laundry going with dish rags, and our English muffins are cooking up quite nicely. And it was a beautiful day today. It has been so gray and cloudy, so it was really nice to leave the house today. We ended up going out to do some Christmas vintage Christmas shopping. It was super fun. We found this vintage store that had all kinds of neat things, both new and old, and the prices were actually really good as well. So we really enjoyed looking around. We spent quite a bit of time in here. This place was huge, and we could have spent even more time looking, but we eventually knew we were both all getting hungry and had to leave. But you'll see we end up finding some really amazing things. And then this rocking chair right here, we actually ended up buying. You'll see it in some later shots once we're back home, because we ended up getting it. And it was definitely something I was very excited about. As you can see, the sun was setting, and by this time we were all starving. Definitely enjoyed our time shopping, but we were definitely ready to get home and eat some dinner. And as you can see here, we're cooking up our corn tortillas and also gonna cook up some ground beef and just do a simple taco for tonight's dinner. It was delicious.
Get them. And then this sweater is recently, okay, we're just doing a little fit check. What are you wearing? And where are your socks from?
All right, it's the next day. As you can see, we are out doing some more shopping, totally different than the day before when you saw us at the vintage store. This was the fancy mall in our area. We just came down here to walk around, and honestly, we didn't really find anything. Everything is very made in China and overpriced at these fancy malls. So we actually had so much more fun at the store the day before, where stuff was older and vintage and even just better priced for what you were getting. But I will say we still had fun walking around and seeing all the fancy things and just enjoying the people watching as well. This dress we saw and we thought it was not very cute, and so we were kind of laughing because we had seen a dress the day before at the vintage store that was way cuter and way less, way better priced. So we kind of just had fun chatting and all the fun things. And then we did buy a puzzle because Andrew and Val wanted to do a puzzle, so we ended up finding a 1,000-piece puzzle while we were out and about. And we are back home having, again, tacos for dinner because it was quick and we were hungry. So here we cooked up some more beef. Here is that 1,000-piece puzzle we got while we were out and about. All right, it's the next day. We're all trying to hype ourselves up for our workout, trying to just, get it in while it's still early and we don't distract ourselves into just skipping our workout. So I will see you after our workout. All right, breakfast time. By the time we were all done, we were all pretty hungry, so I'm quickly gonna throw together some German pancakes in our oven. These are pretty yummy. I'm sure everyone's had these before. It's just we use coconut milk, eggs, vanilla, salt, and then flour and blended them up in the blender, and then we baked them in the oven for about 30 minutes. We are making Christmas cookies, different flavors. We're gonna do gingerbread cookies and chewy double chocolate peppermint cookies. The recipes I have say to use softened butter, but we don't have softened butter, so we're just gonna melt our butter, and it still should make a really chewy cookie, and since we're gonna refrigerate the dough anyway, I don't think it's gonna make a huge difference. In this bowl. And then I think my favorite cookie flavor is oatmeal raisin, to be honest. What the chip cookie? Gingerbread. So we'll do the force. No, that's raw cacao. We want baking chocolate. Sugar cookie that was worth eating. Ginger. Not very much. And then also add some pumpkin spice, because pumpkin spice is just ginger, nutmeg. Yellow. More the better. as you can see, we're still making progress on our puzzle. And then after we were done making Christmas cookies, we decided to go out on a little drive and enjoy this fun spot we like to go, just if you want to go get a drink or just socialize. And then I think we did some grocery shopping afterwards as well. The next morning, we were making some homemade whipped beef tallow as well as getting ready for Christmas Eve dinner, just doing some early morning kitchen prep. We were also throwing a roast in for dinner that night, as well as getting some turkey bone stock going on the stove. We also went out and grabbed groceries, just anything we would need for our Christmas Eve and Christmas Day meals. Later that evening, we made homemade hot chocolate and of course homemade whipped cream. It was really delicious and we just enjoyed family game time. And then we also ended up finishing our puzzle we had gotten when we were shopping a few days before, so that was really fun as well. It is the next morning. I am just up early, going about my normal morning routine. I would say morning is consistently my favorite time of day. Comment below and let me know what time of day you enjoy. I think some people enjoy the evening because it is relaxing and their day is done, but I just enjoy the quietness of the morning. I can have a lot of time to myself as well as I can just get a lot done in the morning. So here you can see I'm getting my starter fed as well, and then of course I'm just gonna go enjoy my coffee. All right guys, now that we're caffeinated, it's time to get in another workout. Back in the kitchen, here is the finished bone broth, and then we ended up making a quick soup for lunch and had some grilled cheese alongside it. And then we're just making, prepping and doing things so that our Christmas Eve dinner is ready on time. And then we baked up the gingerbread cookies we had made a couple days before and made some homemade icing and had fun just kind of decorating those. And then as you can see here, I'm about to put our turkey in for our Christmas Eve dinner. As you can guess, we are doing a Thanksgiving themed Christmas Eve meal since we were not home this year for Thanksgiving, so we just really enjoyed having a homemade Thanksgiving meal on Christmas Eve. Here we are all helping to clean up after dinner, and then we're making some decaf French press to go as we are on our way to our candlelight Christmas Eve service. home. And then, of course, it's the next morning. It is Christmas Day, and I hope you just enjoy seeing some glimpses of our day we got to spend together. And I hope you all also just had a wonderful Christmas, spending time with family and loved ones.
I'm gonna pair of socks.
Pair of socks? It would be in my budget.
I think it's a t-shirt. Oh, this is cute. Cute.
Giddy up.
Giddy up, and it's like even. Oh.
What? I have two gifts?
You don't. Alright.
Is it a cigar kit?
It's still, well,
Oh,
I would do a different
Lord.
strategy, but.
I just used the tape. I just removed the tape.
You can stop filming now. This is. Oh, now it's like a pride thing. You have to do it with her bare hands.
I think I got it.
Yay.
A book.
Right?
The ultimate guide to rebuilding civilization. What?
It's a huge book.
Hands right now is not just a book. It's an opportunity to immerse yourself in a fascinating world, explore new ideas, learn something new. Seva and Tim. And this is Seva and Tim.
Aw, thanks, Seva and Tim and Annie and Jason.
Yeah, so ideally you use this.
Mechanics. Wow.
That's beautiful art as well.
I think it's such a cool book.
Hopefully you're taking it.
I don't even know.
You have it under control.
There you go.
Oh my goodness! That was from our half marathon.
Dude, I started editing, but
Ah, okay, this is not working well.
I was like, I don't like them.
all right, I just got my bird cards. And the trick to Wingspan is playing high-scoring birds. There's lots of ways to get points, but the way to get the most points with the least amount of turns, which you will run out of turns, is to play high-scoring birds. Some low-scoring birds have really special powers, so we will play those, but we're gonna mostly look for high-scoring birds or birds that are gonna allow us to gather food quickly. So since none of these are tree birds, I'm really gonna get rid of all of them. They all really suck. Yeah. Normally I like to start out with tree birds so that I can gain food very fast. So I'm gonna get rid of all of the cards except for one. And that's how I'm gonna start. And that way I get to keep 4 food.
Huh?
We've got 5 birds each.
You got 5 birds, there's 5 different foods. So you should have, yeah, you should get 4 food.
Oh, thanks.
All right, and then I have my special powers. These ones tend to get you the most points, so I'm honestly gonna keep this one and birds named after a person and get rid of this one.
Hey girl, what's your name?
I'm going to draw a bird because it's easy to play and cheap. Go Val. I'm going to play my first bird in the gain food green section, and we'll hope for the best. I really need more treetop birds.
I do want to hear what you're thinking this whole game. This is an advantage. Get a fish.
I'm gonna go ahead and play this bird since I have all the food for it. That way when I go to get eggs, I can try to kill and tuck cards.
I'm gonna lay egg. Your turn, Kelly.
Sweet. I'm also gonna lay eggs, and then I'm going to tuck and hope that it's the wingspan's under 50 and it's 89. Oh no.
A bird.
I hope you learn how to play Wingspan.
Awesome bird as well.
If you like birds and pretty eggs, then you will like this game. Alright, I am out of birds to play, and like I said at the beginning, playing high-scoring birds is the way to win. So I need to decide if I'm going to gamble and draw from the deck or draw a bird that I know what it is. I am going to, what's the bird feeder situation? Not good. I'm going to gamble, which I don't recommend, and I'm going to draw an anonymous bird and hope it's good. It's exactly what we needed. It's a cheap bird. It only costs 1 food to play, and I can play it in my green section, which means I can start to, every time I get food, I can get 2 food at once instead of 1 food at once.
That is big. Val likes to just draw cards and now draw 2 cards instead of.
I also get 2 points for every bird named after a person, so we need to keep an eye out for birds named after people.
That's concerning.
So I'm in a bad position because I need food, but the food in the bird feeder is not what I need, so I am just gonna have to get food and waste a turn getting food that I don't need.
That is always frustrating, isn't it?
Roll something I can use.
Okay, Raquel and Valerie.
I'm gonna take the wheat. No, I'm not taking the wheat, guys. Take that back.
Can I go back to before the reroll and
I'm
take
taking
a
the
fish?
cherry.
I'm going to get food. Go for it.
Actually, I'm gonna play this card here.
I only have 1 turn left and I've only played 2 birds.
And that is it for me.
All right, we're playing a bird so we can get our food easier. We have to pay an egg and we have to pay a vertebrae. 1
It is your
point
turn
for
now.
an egg in tree nest. So that was round 1. We'll catch up with you on round
We'll catch up.
4.
with you.
This is not my best round at Wingspan. We have very few birds out there and we're on our last round and I just don't feel too good about this round, this game. Valerie has some really high scoring birds. She has 2 8-pointers and a 9-pointer. She's gonna do really well this game. And Andrew has a lot of chaos going on, but that's pretty typical for him in Wingspan. He doesn't play high-scoring birds, even though I tell him to, so we'll see what happens there.
That was
This is what we call a doozy.
rude.
However, the turkey is my shining glory. So, round 3, last round to see who wins this game of Wingspan. All right, we're gonna play the ruby-throated hummingbird. Why do you start singing right when I'm gonna tell the camera what I'm doing? We're playing the ruby-throated hummingbird, and it's gonna cost us 1 food, which is nothing. Neva says Merry Christmas.
Oh, Merry Christmas, Neva.
Everybody's getting eggs on their last round, and I am
Can I
also
get a reroll?
going
Or,
to get
sorry,
eggs.
the one dice get rolled.
Everybody gets one of these. I just changed my mind. I want everyone to get one of these.
She wants everyone to get a vertebrae.
Okay. Can you roll that wheat on me?
Just outside. It's a
Okay.
bird of
No worries.
We're gonna get eggs on our last turn,
Andrew gets an egg.
and we're also going to try to tuck 200. This is really unlucky.
That is unfortunate.
It's like if I'm drawing, I get like a little bird that's worth 2 points, and then if I am trying to tuck, I draw 9 points.
I'm gonna play a bird. Cost. Doesn't matter. He got the resources.
We're getting eggs again for our last turn,
Take one of them.
and we're gonna again attempt to tuck a bird, and again we failed at tucking.
Oh no. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
We are again playing eggs because we have no other big moves our last turn. We have really no big moves or strategies happening over here
Laying
in this
eggs.
side of town.
Also getting eggs.
And we're gonna try to tuck again. Yay, we tucked.
Really good. I filled up every nest perfectly.
Come on, you Valerie, settle with your butt.
Could you get a roll there, Val? That outside one. I do have a little secret on mine. Yeah,
Oh, you have a little
that I
secret?
like to hope I can get a lot of points from.
Okay.
Well, also a little secret.
You have a
I also
sweetheart,
have absolutely no
sweetheart.
secrets. We're gonna try to tuck our last card. And since the wingspan was under 50,
I'm getting eggs.
we can tuck it.
3 cashews, okay.
24 eggs.
24 eggs.
2 tucks.
2 tucks, okay. 24 eggs.
4 tucks.
2 cards.
No.
All right, bird cards next, y'all.
Oh, so Val's gonna crush.
I don't
us.
think so.
10. 20.
Where'd you learn that technique?
34 bird points. What I got. She
You
got
have 30 bird points?
34.
34.
Valerie
60
has
Val?
60 bird points. She's gonna win without a doubt. Andrew thinks
41 bird points.
Andrew thinks he has like a secret weapon. I'm really
41, 51, 58, 64, 84, 89, 90. Raquel 70, Valerie 81, Andrew 94.
Andrew beat so hard.
Are you sure you counted right?
Well, look at my end of round. I have 17 end around. You had 8. Valerie had 9. I had 6 bonus cards. Everyone else had 0. I had 25 eggs. Valerie had 7. You had 24.
Yeah, you know.
I had 11 tuck cards that I've been tucking since the beginning. To your guys' 4 and 2. So the only thing I lost was bird, and that was by 19 points. Every other category I won. Food on cards was 4. Valerie had 3. You had 0. So
Makes sense.
I felt confident that I was going to squeeze it out. It was my tuck cards that
I didn't feel confident personally. The only confidence I had was by the cameraman.
Doing, but I'm gonna just sit here and watch.
Cream cheese and stuff. And here's it.
Oh, it's okay. I trust you.
It tastes like stuffing, but in a dip form.
This is exactly what you were going for.
Correct.
This is incredible.
All right. Turkey
I'm
sandwich.
just on break right now.
That's fine. Where like the really sweet cranberry sauce would be good versus the more acidic one, I feel like.
My gut is like, Val,
You run while you're ahead. Get out while you're ahead.
get out.
Like a second clip of that. So we really wanted to do like high tea themed Christmas lunch, late lunch dinner situation, and we just completely forgot to make scones, and scones are a really crucial component of tea. And so since we didn't make the scones, I feel almost like it's pointless to try anymore. So we should just do these Christmas sandwiches. Ready for high tea.
Is it a requirement?
I'll do a double.
Honestly, I'm feeling limited by your kitchen utensils.
Can you not get my
Oh, 1942?
Yeah.
And this is 2006?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, I was right. Evening snacks. We've got some hot cocoa, some cinnamon rolls, and what are these?
Oh, those are the remaining sandwiches?
Oh, we had 2 Christmas sandwiches left,
We're gonna have a lunch tomorrow?
and Valerie's yipping them up.